Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a Brilliant Businesses podcast. My name is Nick Bryant, and I'm really pleased this morning because I'm in the Ivy in Tunbridge, Wales.
Welcome.
Thank you. And I'm with the General Manager, Marius Nae. Good morning, Marius.
Morning. How are we doing?
I'm all right. Are you all right?
Fabulous. Nice to have you.
Yes, it's good. It's great to be in here. It's such a lovely space. You must be very proud to be the General Manager of this wonderful establishment.
Absolutely. I'm here since 2017, since
Yeah.
we opened.
Yeah.
So I'm considered it's like my baby.
You-
I'm very, very proud of it.
You've been
I
here.
do associate my name with the brand, so
Yeah, that's
we
great.
go hand in hand.
Yes, yes. Well, you've been here from the beginning, like you say. So that was 2017?
17.
Okay.
100 years anniversary of the first Ivy original.
Yes.
And the one in West End. So
Yeah.
it's quite a milestone
It
for
is,
the
isn't it?
company. Yeah.
Marius, can we go back a bit and just talk about your experience in hospitality and what
Absolutely.
led you to become the manager of here?
So I have over 2 decades of hospitality background.
Right.
I was 5 years in the States, in Miami, in my younger days. I've done my youth
Okay.
in the States.
Yeah.
When I kind of got the taste of the upper class, the more luxurious type of things, and I understood more what does it mean to deal with different clientele, your base
Yeah.
local restaurant. That was kind of my school, let's say. And then I came here in 2010, working in a couple of hotels, and then since 2017 here. So hotels and restaurants, privately owned, and obviously corporate chain restaurants.
Right. I think that's important because you've probably been quite known in Tunbridge Wells
Yep.
because those have been local places, haven't they?
So I was working Hotel du Vin for 4 years. So
Right. Yeah.
when he was in his prime, so kind of, like I said, everybody knows me in the town.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And here in the Ivy, I mentioned this when I came in the other day, when you walk in, it just feels warm. It just feels welcoming, warm, lovely to be around. Tell us a bit about the environment in here.
So, I think we have a team that they are doing their job because of the passion,
Yeah,
and they want to be with people, providing that experience. It's not that, I have to go to work kind of a thing.
Yes.
Let me clock in, clock out, call. I don't like it. No, they come and enjoy. They're happy to come here. They're happy to meet people. This is their friends. My staff retention is quite amazing, I might say.
yeah.
5 years, 6 years, 7 years here. So that says a lot for this business. Usually in bigger places, in cities, a couple of months, off
Yeah.
you go, I don't like it, go to the neighbors, pay me more money, and whatever.
Yeah.
Here it's the real deal family style kind of a unit. We are 60 people, but we all know each other, we all know our kids, what they do. That's my main interest, the personal side.
Yes.
And then comes the professional side, because
Yes.
it's important. You can have a good, warm environment if you are not, let's say, caring about
Yeah.
the people.
In your office, in the back of the restaurant, which I sat the other day, you've got these lovely pictures on the wall of your staff and their accolades, and
Yeah.
some of them have been here since the beginning, haven't they?
Yeah. I'm very, very proud of it. So it's very important to associate, to put a face to the name, basically,
Yes.
especially for, let's say, when you have new starters, to see who is this gentleman, the
Yeah.
KP, the runner that doesn't have much contact with the
The
front of the restaurant. So
yeah.
it's important just to be that guy. That's Ryan, the KP. So
Yeah.
for us, doesn't really makes any difference. It's just we are all
Or
together.
one unit.
Or one unit. Exactly.
Yeah. Did you say there's 60 staff?
Yes, all together.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big operation, isn't it? Yeah.
I think we are the biggest hospitality operation in Tunbridge, if maybe not in Kent.
Yeah, you must be.
Not even hotels surrounding us. They have this big army of
An army, I like that.
exactly, because it's an army.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the way, because rankings and stuff.
Okay,
So you have the general, you have the lieutenants. Everybody, soldiers. So you have to be one. That's very simple. You have to be one.
Yeah. And let's just talk a bit about the pictures in here. They've all got a meaning, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
They're not just thrown on the wall.
No. So well done. They are part of the history of Tunbridge, some historical place, how they've changed during the years.
Yeah.
You can see a lot of fruits and stuff, which is meaningful to Kent, Garden of England.
Yes.
So that's why you have birds, fruits, the ivy has to be part of the area where it is. It's not just some colorful picture on the wall and nobody knows what it is.
Yeah.
So everywhere is like, I remember 50, 60 years ago. Or if it first time, what is this? This is how the town actually looked like 100 years ago when
yeah.
people had horse and carriages.
Yeah.
And so it's
Yeah.
and here on the wall you have the fast cars,
The
the
cars,
Goodwill
yeah.
Festival.
Yes, yeah.
So everything that is close to Kent or related to Kent area, not necessarily Tunbridge Wells, they're on the walls, so that the history is on the walls,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. No, I love it.
So you get a history lesson while you're eating as well.
Yes.
So you're feeling like, doing 2-in-1. You're not just in a place to eat. Like
Yeah.
you look around, ooh, and maybe get some ideas for home,
Well, that's it, yeah. And we were talking earlier about how important social media is changing things, from
Absolutely.
when you started, in the business to now. And people have celebrations in here and they're taking photographs and, that's all.
I mean, I'm guessing since probably the TikTok era or post-COVID or pre-COVID when social media took a big
Yeah.
step ahead, and everybody's like, taking pictures of their eating, what they're doing. It's like big artists back in the days, when they drawing fruits and stuff. So now it's become the same thing, the way you bring awareness to everyone.
Yeah.
Share your experience, where have you been, what have you done, what have you eaten, what have you drinking, So
Yeah.
it's good because gives everyone a chance to come and experience and have a taste. 10 years ago was just, different game.
Yeah.
Just for the people that actually know who was the Ivy and
Yes.
so because don't forget when I opened it was only 16 restaurants.
Right. Okay.
So now it's 52.
Is it? Yeah.
So taking 2 years off that COVID kind of
Yeah.
slowed everything down, we became quite a big part of the UK dining culture.
Yeah. So tell us about the Ivy, because they're a group, aren't they? And you mentioned the original one is not part of the group anymore.
No. So
Right.
the original is the Ivy in West End, and we are the kids. So it's basically like a big company with two different names.
Right.
Like you have Armani and you have the Armani jeans.
Okay.
So the posh one
Yeah.
and the more accessible one. Still posh, but more accessible. So
Yeah.
that's how you kind of see the Ivy collection
Yeah.
as a more accessible, let's say, restaurant than what used to be the original one.
Yeah, because it used to be if you got to go up to the Ivy in the West End, you're a big celebrity or you've got a big paid check, but now you've got it more accessible, so it's nice.
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
can feel like a celebrity. You can feel
Yeah.
that maybe you sit in the same chair like your favorite celebrity was sat down, and you kind of hopefully you get that vibe, that warmth. Oh, I sat down on the same table, I had the same drinks.
Yeah.
So I am a celebrity as well.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. Well, you feel like it when you're in here because it's such a beautiful space. So 1917 to 2017, that was 100 years of the Ivy.
Yep.
Did you have a massive celebration?
We had an opening party. We
Yeah.
invited all the local businesses, all the local, let's say,
Yeah.
proper influencer back then. That
Yeah.
we knew, and we did. It was in the newspaper and stuff. So it's historical because it's not just another opening. It has a history behind it. It has a meaning.
Yeah.
It's a milestone. 100 years. That means the company, the name lasted 100 years,
That's
which
good,
is
isn't it?
incredible.
Yeah.
So it took 100 years to start having kids.
Yeah,
Basically.
it can't happen overnight, can it?
No.
No. That's a lot of growth.
Yeah, that's a lot of growth, and that's probably what we need to learn as business operator. Success doesn't really happen overnight,
Absolutely.
and if you have to have consistency and brand recognition and whatever, it takes time, and you have to keep it.
Yeah.
You can be successful for 6 months, 1 year, and then if not,
It can be taken from underneath
absolutely,
your feet, can't it?
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
easy to reach the top.
Yeah.
It's difficult to stay there.
Yeah, especially with social media. I guess you get a few bad comments or bad reviews.
And social media can be good, can be also unfair sometimes because you haven't received what you expected, and you take it as a bad thing, and everybody like, oh my God, depends on your following
Yeah.
and how powerful you are in your following. People like, listen, oh, I'm not going there because
Yeah.
X said it's not good because whatever reason.
Yeah, it's not fair, is it? Really?
Not really, not really. I think it is completely different back in the days when you get the letter, you get the proper, let's say, feedback,
Yeah.
positive or negative, and you have like, okay, that's somebody actually took the time, wrote a letter, post it, send it, or make a phone call, whatever. Now, keyboard warriors. boom, boom.
Well, do you know what? People are so polite. When they've got a problem with their food or their service or something, they won't say it. They won't tell you. But they might not ever come back. You know, it's almost like restaurant. Well, I've done a podcast on this previously with the guy at the surveys and how important feedback is for restaurants, because people just don't seem to want to moan about things until they move away and don't come back again.
It's, let's say, it's a bit think of comfort.
Yeah.
It's not easy to confront face to face someone,
That's it, yeah.
and it's easier to be in your comfort zone, behind the phone, behind the keyboards, whatever letters, whatever the ways you want to send the feedback, positive or negative, because I think it's a matter of probably personality.
Yeah.
It depends. You don't want to embarrass who you are at the table.
True.
You go to a place like us, and like I don't want to make a big fuss because maybe you don't know the culture
Yeah.
of the building and so on. That's and feedback is crucial,
Isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is, because you might walk in the dark thinking you are the best,
Yeah.
thinking you are doing great.
Yeah.
In the reality, maybe not.
Yeah.
Or maybe you need to listen to some ideas or feedbacks. Oh, just let you know, this doesn't work, this is not good, maybe this, maybe that. Is always feedback is always good.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Positive or negative, it's crucial.
Absolutely, yeah. And do you class yourself as casual dining, fine dining?
I think it's a mix, hybrid,
right,
casual, fine dining, because it changes. The restaurant changes from breakfast to dinner.
Of course, yeah.
So breakfast and lunch more, let's say, simple. Dinner time, tablecloths, candle, lights. It changes. You know, it gives you a different warmth, different ambience.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's accessible for everyone. There's no like, oh, sorry, you cannot be here because you need to earn a certain amount, you have a certain status or whatever.
Yeah.
It's accessible for everyone, and I can see in the change of demographic, the younger generation, not just the TikTokers or Instagrammers, they come, enjoy for celebration. Now Valentine's Day is coming,
Yeah.
another big opportunity for people to know, come to us, you know, have a feel of the Ivy.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You said to me before that you think that as a restaurant that you've made it when people come in on their own as a
Yeah, that is, like I say, 100 years of the brand sticking up there, the name and holding the reputation. And us, like you said, you came by yourself, you felt the warm, you felt that you're not uncomfortable, you felt that you belong.
Yeah.
And it took, for me personally, kind of few years to have guests coming by themselves, especially lunch or dinner, and not feeling, my God, why is people looking at me judgmental? Why is this guy by himself? You know, is something is wrong? But now it's normal. It's come naturally every single day.
I came on Saturday morning by myself, and even though I was by myself, I didn't feel like I was by myself, and I think that's the way it is a good way of looking at it.
I think the Ivy clientele kind of big family.
Yeah.
So they want to see, okay, come here next to me. Don't stay by yourself. Come, join my table, join my thing. You know, and it's very easy to start a conversation.
Yeah.
Here, because it's that atmosphere, the ambience, the cold one. It's warm. Very easy, relax, enjoy. You feel like you belong. It's you cannot explain this, but that's the feeling.
Yeah, and of course, one of the major things which we haven't spoken about is the food and how good the food is.
Yeah, you know.
Tell us about your chef. Has he been here for a while, or what's?
I mean, my head chef has been with me since day one, so 7 years together.
Is he right?
Most of the team is like 2, 3, 4, 5 years. KP, kitchen porters, also 5, 6, 7 years. So it's a big brigade, 28 staff that they are working behind the scene from 7 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the evening in shifts to make sure we deliver what we say we're going to deliver.
Yeah. And does the menu change a lot?
Seasonal.
Okay.
So obviously we need to have seasonal change of the menus. We have promotional menus based on various events, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, when we put Father's Day, when we put together, different style of menu for the day that we want to push it for
the theme.
So Halloween, Christmas, so it changes, but not dramatically. Like 25-30% of the menu kind of changes through the year, depends on season.
Yeah. Okay. I looked at the menu, and you do like a Sunday roast. You also do a Sunday steak night. You do all these other things which entice people.
We're trying to, like I said, be open to everyone. We don't really want to have that stigma. Oh, can I go there to have a Sunday roast? I have to go to a pub. No, why not? Why? Come here.
Yeah.
We'll bring you that pub, traditional food, and enjoy it here at the Ivy and feel, that you belong as well.
Yeah.
Like you want to have a Sunday night steak. Why not? Come have a steak and a glass of wine. Enjoy it. It is one of the biggest attractions for solo diners.
Right.
The Sunday night, because you finish work, you check in a hotel, whatever the case is, and it's like, where should I go? Where should I go? Oh, okay, let me go there. Have a nice steak, glass of wine, done for the evening.
Yeah. I think it's a message which I'd like to really get across to everyone that's listening, that the Ivy is really accessible. It's not, like it was, when it was just the one in the West End. It's a great restaurant and really accessible for everyone, isn't it?
True.
Yeah.
And I was and I'm still shocked that Tunbridge, not everybody knows that we're here.
Yeah.
And it has to do obviously with separation of the town, upper part and High Street. We all know that, and it's still after 7 years people say, "Oh my God, it's the Ivy! Oh my God, it's the Ivy!"
It's crazy, isn't it?
I'm like, wow, still shocking. But that's the game, that's the aim, to make sure that everybody can come at least once to see what it's all about. It's not that scary.
No.
Oh my God, I need to. It's a good place to come and enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I came here on a Wednesday last week, didn't I? And it was packed, absolutely rammed. Just Wednesday lunchtime. It was.
It's really, sometimes it's shocking. Like, oh my God, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That doesn't matter,
Yeah.
You come go out shopping for lunch, whatever. You come have a bite. That means we welcome.
Yeah.
We're not like we cannot.
Yeah, and I think it's really important. This is something that you highlighted when I spoke to you last week about the amount of people that come here and come to the high street because of the Ivy. So everyone around you really benefits from that.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but the planters outside, every shop has a color.
Oh, okay.
They're painted the same color.
Yeah.
So when I proposed to the council, okay, I want planters, I would like them to be painted the color of the shops. So we have a nice, vibrant color. It's not just plain old brown color. So all the shops have taken my advice and they painted the planters according to the color of the shop. Some is black, some is green, some is yellow, whatever the colors they have.
I'll look out for that.
And it looks beautiful when when trying to take a picture. You are a visitor, Instagram, whatever, and it's like take a picture. My plants outside, everybody's like, oh, it looks colorful. It makes you come back, and enjoy a drink outside, and you feel like you are in a different. You're like in holiday.
Yes,
somewhere, in Spain, in south of France, whatever.
Yeah, it gives off that.
The weather is not there.
No, of course not yet. But it does give off that vibe. Very true. Marius, you're really passionate about it. I can tell that. What's the best bit about it for you, for being the manager of this place? What do you enjoy about it, the best part?
I think every day is a different day.
Right. Okay.
Every day you meet, something happens, you meet somebody, every day is a mystery, a challenge.
Yeah.
It's exciting to see what's going to happen today.
Yeah.
I wake up like, oh my God, what's going to happen today?
Yeah.
What is going to be? It's not a boring day. It's never a boring day, never a flat day.
No, yeah. You told me a story about you've got a few stories about people coming. Share one of those with us, if that's all right.
I mean, I had a lot of emotional stories, a lot of different. Like I said, I've seen it all here.
Yeah,
so we had, one of the more emotional one for me was this young lady that she is suffering from cancer, and she came once here. I was not here on the day. She was very happy, very excited, not like very lively.
Yeah.
And she told the story to my staff, the one cancer, the family, whatever. And they told me, this girl came here and she was lovely, you should meet her. Okay, so next day, look up the info, call her parents, listen, it'll be my great pleasure to personally meet you guys. I want to meet this little warrior, because, you don't see this every day. People really, when they're with this kind of things, is like sad, they're not full of life, whatever. So she came, her father's birthday, it was very, 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 very emotional day for me. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
We had also, another cool story that stuck to me. The older lady came for coffee and a croissant, all nice. And when she started piling up little coins to pay the bill, it kind of melted me till they say, I wish my grandmother could come here. So you know what, I'll look after you. and everybody on the the guests that were surrounding, they were like, meet me on the street, man, that was great. You
Yeah.
don't see this every day. Kind gesture, pure kindness. No, just because you
Yeah.
felt that you want to do this. So
It felt right at the time. Yeah.
that is, like I said, the benefits of being general manager here. You can create fantastic experience, and you can create relationship. You can friendship. I have many friends that
Yeah,
they
right.
are local. They are regulars here, and we met here, and we know a lot about each other. When it's birthdays, anniversaries, we sending each other messages,
All right,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. So it feels like part of me, this
Yeah.
business. So it has great advantages to be in charge or be the Ivy man, as they say, the
Yeah,
Ivy
the
man,
Ivy man,
be
yeah.
associate. You go out, where do you work? People are like, oh my God, such a gives you such much energy and fulfillment. They're like, oh my God, I'm proud of what I am and what I
Yeah.
do and what I work.
That's really cool, man. And if you said that if you go into another establishment and they ask what you do, you say, I'm the manager of the Ivy. They might look at you or treat you differently.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%, and it is like that. It's happens.
Yeah, that's
9
good.
out of 10.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to kind of raise the bar. Wherever you go, make sure that you felt great. So when they come back to you, you return the favor. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, you're obviously doing a really good job. So, it's lovely in here. So if anyone has not been to the Ivy, please come and give it a visit. It's affordable, it's really pleasurable, it's warm.
Yep.
And as you can tell, Marius is a very hospitable person. So.
Absolutely, 100%. So we welcome everyone.
Yeah.
We hope the weather's going to be nice, so we can have outside terrace.
Yeah, because people eat out the front there, don't they? Yeah.
It's now, especially if you have cats, dogs, animals, you want to
Yeah.
go out. Not that many places, so you feel free. Come outside. Have blankets. The whole.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the terrace will change.
Yes, it is at the end of March. I think they're doing something with that.
Yeah, so that will be a game changer for the high street
Mm,
and for all the restaurants. So hopefully, we'll have a proper outdoor dining
Yeah.
for everyone, not just high street tables.
Yeah.
So
Be a
we're looking forward.
Yeah, make a big difference. Well, listen, I'll let you get on with your day because I know you're very
Thank you
busy.
very much
Thank
for
you so much
having
for
me.
inviting me in.
Pleasure.
It's been great talking to you. And again, please come to the Ivy, anyone that's listening.
Lovely.
Thanks again, and we'll see you for another podcast soon, probably. Thanks, Marius.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.